Hello, this is a Britain's 54mm Type 1 gun carriage, ready painted. So I've taken off the iron, black painted Napoleon that it came with. It was at a silly angle, glued on at a silly angle anyway, at the trunnions. And, I replaced it with a tradition, unpainted Napoleon barrel, brass. Well, so basically, as you probably know, I just polished up the white metal can barrel. Bored it out. And it's gone in about 10mm, that hole, because I need to stick like a trajectory imitation coming out of that barrel. I'll probably have to glue, I might glue it. I'll stick something tacky on it, you can see the turn screw under the barrel. So the barrel is sitting on that at the moment, but that turn screw is up a bit too high. I wonder if I gripped it with some sharp cutting pliers from the chemist. I could grip it at the top and then, or maybe something not quite so sharp, but I'm not sure what it's made of. If it's hard steel, which I suspect it is, it's like a bolt, that's so much the better, because then I can grip it and actually tighten it up so it goes more into the trail. And then once I've got it to screw into the trail a bit, 1 second, there's the light, there. Sorry about this, I'm so lazy I can't get up properly. That's quite nice actually. It's a bit too fat, I suppose, so it would look better if it was, I cut a broader thread in that as I tightened it up. Hopefully. But if it's soft metal, then I don't think there's much chance of tightening it up, because it's probably glued in there. I'm hoping it's a hard little... It's not focused. Sorry, I'm going to actually get up so I can get a proper angle. Yes, it's not bad though. It doesn't look quite good. Just needs a broader thread, and then it would. Yes. Anyway, I just started. I really shouldn't bother actually. Maybe I could just get away with using thick paint to hide any mould marks on the casting. I've just rounded those two up a bit. It's probably not worth the effort. So what I'll do next is those trunnion. Well, what it is, see if I can focus through the wheel. Yes, that's what it is. So, it's too bright, it's too much reflection. So, yes, you can see the trunnion there. So what I think it is that, yes, there needs to be a liner, a cast iron liner beneath the trunnion, sort of semicircular shaped. That's what it is. But also no cleats. The tops of the trunnions were provided. I'll show you the gun barrel that I pulled off. I can just grab it. Right. Yes, so this is what they've done, isn't it? This is the little trick. Just get rid of that. Okay, so this is the one it came with. There. Yeah, so they've kind of thickened up the end part of the cleat, the trunnions, to simulate the top cleat and the bottom circular liner, which is quite clever. But it only really works if you've got a black painted gun, because the cleats are black and the liner, they're made of iron, of course. Cast iron, probably. So maybe they were wrought iron, those cleats, make them tougher. Anyway, so I have to do something like that now. I need to find a tube, maybe plastic or, oh no, brass tube, I think. Yes. And replicate those two things there on the trunnions, the thickening. I think what I'll do is I'll get that paint off. Maybe I should just keep it as an iron Napoleon. Shame it hasn't got that that bulge around the ring. That's what it is, around the muzzle. It's like a strengthening ring, isn't it? That looks quite nice. Oh yeah, so basically to achieve that brass finish effect, get some more, get the light off it a bit. There, I'm quite pleased with that. It's just the right level of sort of shininess and dulling through oxidation. There, that's better. You can see it properly now. Yes, it's come out as near perfect as I could hope, really. That barrel, the tradition one. Yeah, so all that is some yellow paint, golden ochre, I think it was, mixed with gloss varnish, thinned down a bit. Cellulose thinners I used. That makes sure everything gets diluted. Doesn't have any choice. And yes, so I just need to fit. Let's see if I can focus. Oh, too close. Yeah, so I just need to fit a brass tube or maybe plastic, because it's going to get painted white, black anyway. Yes, or maybe no, I don't think I've got a black tube. If I could make it out of wire, that'd be sort of rubbery black wire sheath. Then it could it would stop wear then, that lovely brassy coating I put on the trunnions. Not that I want it, yeah, because I want to, the camera, as I said, as I was going on and on before, that it's too high. It's set too high for my use anyway. Yeah, so I've got some Cars metal black stuff. I can use that to go over the chain where too close, where the paint's come off. The chain's always getting caught up. A bit of a tangle, but can be released. Done it. There. Just needs a bit of blacking. So I'm going to try this metal black on white metal. Never tried that before. Might stay on better. Oh yeah, you can see the amount of slack that the trunnions have at the moment. Oh shit. Nope, that's okay. I thought I'd turn the bloody thing off. So it's not on straight. That's better. There. Now we can see it looks straighter. It's not perfect though. I haven't got the trunnions perfectly the same, but it won't matter because I can hide them now with a sort of black tube on the very ends that will fit and imitate the bearing, as it were, and the top of the cleat, the middle part of the cleat, which they've kind of indicated from the sides. It's a clever way of doing it, and it actually makes things a lot easier for me now to put that on. But I need to dirty up the barrel muzzle to indicate that it's in firing mode, live firing, whatever they call it, I don't know. Oh, and that trail and axle beneath, that's the tradition one, the one that came with that gun barrel. I think I probably spent about 12 hours just on this barrel. I should blacken the inside of the barrel. Yes. And that worm rod there beneath it is just a bit too close to the... Oh no, that's because the turn screw is too high. That's why it's touching that. Or maybe that should be pushed back a bit. I don't know. Still, it's a superb model, though, isn't it? I think it looks tons better with that Napoleon now, but I need to dirty it up a bit, blacken it. Mostly at the front, dirty hands touching it and things. The wheel, it looks about, it does look very good. I mean, they've done an excellent job of filing. You can see the inside of the rim, you can hardly see. Or maybe they use thick paint, which is just as good a way of doing it. But it's not a bad job at all. They've done, as you see, perfectly acceptable. I'd be fairly happy with that. And look at the shape of those spokes. They've got them just as good as you could possibly get them, I would say. That is so good. And that must have taken a long time. I mean, for the Chinese people who did it. Yes, maybe they use a clever machine or something that's very gentle, I don't know. But those wheels take me typically 30 hours. Well, in 28mm scale, I mean, even more maybe. I have spent 50 hours on a wheel once when the bloody spokes kept snapping, a peri-plastic one, I just... and nearly the whole of the spokes and hub fell out in one thing. I just managed to glue it back quickly. That is so good, though. So that's a Britain's gun carriage with a tradition barrel. What I fettled to get it nice and shiny first, and then added my yellow paint mixed with varnish. I'm very pleased with the way that looks like brass, but not brass plated. That would be ridiculously bright. You know, just a day's oxidation might sort of make it look duller like this. Yes, I just need to make some sleeves now. Still, I don't think I've ever done a nicer gun barrel, but I've never done 54mm before. Not American Civil War much, but no, you know, sort of Airfix 1/32 figures, and some Tamiya 1/35, things like that. It's a really nice scale to work at if you've got the space, I suppose. For a big diorama, we can just do little ones, vignettes. But I would say, I mean, look how good those wheels are. The amount of work that's been done to get them as good as that. I would say these are probably worth every penny. A gun like this on its own, I suppose they charge what? Ooh, 50 quid or something? It'd be nice if they sold them unpainted, like the tradition ones, because then, yes. But then again, they've saved me so much time on with those wheels by doing them so well. Yeah, you just can't fault that really, which is quite something for me to say. They are magnificent though, these models. Britain's and tradition. There's a fair bit of work to do on that tradition trail. I'll just show you quickly. So, yeah, so you can. I'll show you on the other one, the good one. Well, you know how good it is actually. So, see if I can. It's too close. Yes, there we are. Look. So, what we're looking at is, you see those two things either side of the barrel, but either side of the trail, sort of here, this thing here. Oh, I don't know if I'll point to it. That'll be better, wouldn't it? Sorry. So yes, that's much better. So this thing here, it's like a continuation of the bearing for the trunnion all the way. Well, it's mounted on a cheek, I think it's known as, this vertical piece of wood, one either side. So that supports the weight of the barrel. So it takes it more or less directly down to the axle. Pardon me. So what you can see is there's a gap between the cheeks and the trail, which is not often shown. Mind you, some 25mm guns I've noticed have that, which is great. And you see it's kind of, the two cheeks are connected by three, can I get some, where is it? Three, three cross pieces, which you don't see apart from above or below. That's rubbish. There's no light. That's too dark. Sorry about this. I can't seem to get above it without. Oh, this might work. Yes. No, stupid barrel's in the way now. Let's go really low with the light. Too close. There. Oh no, you can't see it very easily on that side, but anyway, it's the same both sides. You can't see it at all now. For God's sake. Well, that's photography for you, isn't it? Oh, just focus it. I can't get the light to go back anymore. Never mind. So I think you see what I mean. Stupid bloody thing. Stupid light. Look at it. Spastic thing. Sorry. I grew up in the 70s. I'm really sorry about that. Yes, there you can see. No, you bloody can't. Oh, I'm sick of this. I can't be arsed. You know what I mean. Have a look in the what's it, Osprey book on American Civil War Artillery #1, Field Artillery, which is a great book. Ah, there it is. Look, there's the gap. I mean, they haven't totally provided us with a gap all the way down, so you can see, you know, the ground through it from above. But they've just represented these, which is nice, which is good enough, I can blacken in those the bits that are supposed to be gaps. Focus, you twat. I do think that gun barrel, I don't think I could be happier how it's come out. You see, and so it's gloss varnish basically, so it's going to keep it protected for ad infinitum. White metal. I've done things for 40 years doing varnish, and straight onto the metal, the white metal, and it's absolutely perfect. Steam, zinc, everything. No need to redo. So it does last, but I think it's worth coating these Britain's figures. Oh, definitely. They are nice and dull, but these Britons are going to give them a final coat of white spirit-based varnish. The more glossy, the tougher the varnish is. Less tough. Yes. Oh shit, gotta go. Bye.